And so, as Jim Riley, Joe Zillig, Harry Race, Bernard LaChance, DJ Dave Ballamora, and Steve Jones, Perlita Jones, Quinn Wands, Elton Anderson, Don Wiley, Doug King, Tom Surson, Gordon Derry 138, 1961 Oyster Cracker Man and the Bitted Bat for the Blue Boy boxes, and the GPS Anklet, the Rapist Roble Knight there, and the Elleries, and Jim Hall, Bill Duvall take over everything with Perlita and Dave. So Perlita's going to try, and Karen and Stan, Brian, Steve, right? They're going to install Ghetto World, Country and Western World, and LGBT World. So do the same thing that their groups do, spy on that, and then avoid the problems and plagues that creates during Dave and Perlita's and Harry's and Joe's and Bernard's lying fest of control. And avoid the plagues of their mistakes and leadership. Either way, Perlita and Dave, you've lost because you're lying and telling people the wrong information, as opposed to people who have authoritative power that know more than you, Perlita. So you're guiding your people already during your Viva La Revolution, Country and Western, down the wrong path, Karen, Don Wiley, Perlita, Dave, simply Joe, Jim Hall, Bill Duvall, simply based upon vanity. And so you guys tortured and maimed my eyes and face on purpose. For what reason? So just to be the same like you? That's not really fair. But the rest of the world will learn, not to do that shit. So if you guys are victims of cults, those cults like the Jonestown, Jim Jones, or, David Koresh or the McVeighs or any of that kind of stuff, all you got to do is avoid the problems and plagues of those leaders. Try to live a better life than that, and then you've beaten their war strategy. It's quite really that simple. Because all those men do is use it to try to control you, because it's really not even about religion or science at that point. They just, have this need to control everything because something in their life. So if you set a better example, children, then there's a likelihood that they'll change. But don't be discouraged by bullying, or that's my whole point. I never used to really be the bully. They had forced me to become the bully, so Bernard and them have something so they can go, oh look, so they can again prop themselves up as a cult leader and dump a shitty dream down you guys' throat. Because there are already murderers, liars, and rapists. The only reason why they do that is to cover up what they did, because they're opposed to a military authority or higher ranking military that was smarter and knew how to do something better than them. And so they just use the masses who, are not as educated, like the cowboy country and western, the Spanish, the ghetto, so on and so forth. You know why they're opposed to the Jew? Because the Jews and the Spanish and the Russians and the Japanese knew what to do. They didn't. They just copied an idea. So all they have is warfare, and they're getting upset at me because I'm beating their tactical strategy, because they announce victories and what they're doing to the world, and they think they're bullying and being ugly and nasty because they're jealous of the woman is aiding them, but it's actually serving as their disadvantage.